There's something to be said about I never assume that anyone is going to actually know who the hell I am. And quite frankly, if they do, they probably don't even remember my name. I'm just someone else's attachment, like, oh, you're so-and-so's son.
Right.
Okay, so that's fine. That's a whole nother can of worms. But like the idea that someone could say, I saw you in something. I don't remember exactly what it is, but I remember it being good. That is like on like the meter of like, you never want someone to go, how do I know you? What's the?
It's the worst.
Tell
the worst.
Tell me what you've been in.
Yeah.
And you go, well, I was in this thing. Nope, not that. Well, I was in this other thing. No, definitely not that.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Ooh, you're not in that, are you?
Oh, you're in that.
I take it all back. I gotta go.
geez.
I gotta go. It's not you.
The idea that someone could say, I remember you from something I liked, and you made an impression. That to me struck me as like that's a good place to aim for.
Right.
Where they go, I believed you. Truly, like that. I believed you enough to go, oh yeah, he was great in that one thing that I saw and I remember liking, but I don't remember what the name is. That to me struck me as like that's the sweet spot that you want to be in.
And I've been on the other end of it too, where I've been talking to people that I idolize, and I realized. Cut it off. I mean, not in a professional interview setting, but I run into them, and I start to realize I step outside myself and say, "You're talking too much." It doesn't get better than, "Oh my God, you're one of my favorite." I was in New York recently, and I was in a restaurant, and I'm leaving, and I see, "Oh my God, Al Pacino is in the corner sitting at a table." I mean, that's Al Pacino.
Well, he was in The Godfather. I'm just assuming that you don't remember what it was that you saw.
I had no idea.
He was in The Godfather. Oh. He was also in a thing called Son of a Woman, which a lot of people...
That's what I know him from.
Yeah, there you go.
But I saw him, and he like... Suddenly he sees me, he's motioning me over, and I'm like, wow. So I go over, and he's like, Conan O'Brien, it's good to see you. And I'm like, wow, Mr. Pacino, this is fantastic. And then I'm talking, and I said, like, look, you're just one of my favorite, and I've met him before casually, but I just have to say you're one of my favorite actors of all time. Appreciate it very much. And then I kept talking. And then I had just seen Serpico like 2 nights before. And there's a scene in Serpico where he's chasing someone through like he's chasing someone who's trying to get away from a robbery, and he tackles him near a stairway, and they both fall all the way down the stairs. And it's clearly it's Al Pacino falling all the way down the stairs. And I went, and then Serpico, and he's going, oh, that's yeah. And I went, and you fell down those stairs.
Oh no!
And he's looking at me and kind of smiling and nodding. He fell down these stairs in 1974. And also, it is not a critical part of the movie. It's not important to the movie at all. It's just what I remember. And I'm like, you fell down those stairs. And he went, well, yeah. And I went, then I realized, get out fast. You've ruined everything. And I went, well, I've got to go. And I kind of ran away. And then weeks later, I meet this person who was sitting at the table with him, who's a film producer, who said, we saw you in New York. And I went, oh, yeah. And then you were talking, and like mid-sentence, you said, gotta go, and ran away. And Al Pacino was like, what did you run away for? I wanted to tell you, I was enjoying talking to him. And I was like, oh, no.
Oh.
And so I think I'm the first person maybe in 50 years who... Yeah. Al Pacino was talking to, and I'm like, yeah, I'm out, and ran away.
You got in your head.
I got in my head. So I got in my head. One way I talked too much. You fell down those stairs.
Yeah.
What stairs is he? What's he talking about? And then I got my head the other way and ran away.
Yeah.
Self-cock-blocked.
Rudely.
It's self-cock-blocked. But getting in your head, I've been there. I've definitely like gotten to the point where it's like, shut the hell up. You're talking too much. Stop. Which is why, like, I really do truly feel this way. Like, I try very, very hard to express how much I admire somebody for their work. And I like to separate them and their work so they don't, like, just, like, it's a weird distinction, but it's one that I'm sort of obsessed with. And the highest compliment really can be, like, I believe you every time I see you.
Oh, that's a good one.
And that to me is every time I see, a certain actor, I will make it a point to say like, look, I just want to say, I believe you every time I see you on the screen. And that I think is the most succinct way that I can express my admiration. Because otherwise I will go on for 20 minutes about, so-and-so falling down the stairs and that not being a stunt double. And then halfway through going, maybe he hit his head and he doesn't remember that he went down the stairs. And then, oh my God. And
but you keep talking nervously. You keep
and
talking.
then you just keep nervously
Do you ever say
talking.
that to actors who you don't really mean it about?
What you mean? I believe you
you're
every
like,
time?
hey, Vin Diesel, I believe you every time.
No, that's when you go, but man, that music, when you did that scene where you, and that music kicks in.
Yeah.
That's me saying, man, that music was really telling me how I'm supposed to feel right now.
And I'm not picking on Vin Diesel. I just saw him recently in Hamlet, and I didn't buy it. Early in the first act, he gets in a car, and
I heard he fell down the stairs and hit his head before
the stairs were damaged when he fell down the stairs. That's on me.